The chaotic downfall of YouTube's worst channel continues as TechLead's abuse of YouTube's copyright system has claimed yet another victim. In this video, we'll look at TechLead's ongoing beef with other creators, including this channel, his countless attempts to silence criticism, and his open violation of the law. On May 18th, 2024, I posted this video titled, How Exposing CopyZilla Ended TechLead's Career. In this video, I went into brief detail about TechLead's past and his many horrific controversies, starting with Trend Black. After Trend made two critical videos of TechLead thought it was within his right to file a copyright strike on his videos, then proceeded to dox Trend after obtaining his legal name through YouTube's copyright system. Following this, we also discussed TechLead's unjust beef with CopyZilla after he also exposed him for his alleged scam called Million Token. The video was received well by the masses, gaining over 270,000 views, effectively becoming the most viewed video on this channel, an achievement I was quite proud of. However, many in the comment section rightfully pointed out that TechLead might retaliate by taking my video down. Unfortunately, they were proven correct, as on May 22nd, 2024, my video received a false copyright strike takedown from TechLead, with the video titled, Is Coding Still Worth It in 2024, being found within the entire video. For clarification, the video reference in the copyright claim was used for a total of 17 seconds. Not only was the video used for a brief moment, it was also heavily transformed. After receiving the false copyright strike, I didn't immediately appeal it as I wanted to explore my options before continuing. Unfortunately, my options were limited to either doing nothing or filing a counter notification, opening myself up for legal action, and surrendering my personal information to TechLead, which it can use to potentially dox me. Although I did take to my Twitter account to spread awareness to my situation. My hope was to bring enough attention to this situation to get the video reinstated and to not have to surrender my personal information to TechLead. However, this plan did not work. I filed a counter notification, surrendering my personal information to TechLead. Then on June 11, 2024, my video was reinstated by YouTube. Unfortunately, the video did not continue to gain viewership. TechLead had successfully killed my most viral video using the copyright system. However, things would escalate to even crazier heights when one of the biggest YouTube documentary channels made their own video on the downfall of TechLead. On June 15, 2024, Internet Anarchist made his video titled, How CopyZilla Destroyed YouTube's Worst Tech Channel. The video went in depth on the drastic transformation of TechLead and covered the same topics such as TechLead's beef with Trend Black and CopyZilla. Internet Anarchist concluded the video stating,
Money, status, and his pride were the only things that mattered to Patrick, and he was willing to throw everything away for that. Sadly, money is the only thing he has left, since no one else is willing to touch his brand or name with a 10-foot pole.
But would soon find out how right he was. After the video gained over 900,000 views, TechLead filed yet another false copyright strike on Internet Anarchist's video, making Internet Anarchist his current fourth victim. Internet Anarchist took to his YouTube community page, stating, I have received a false copyright strike from TechLead trying to censor my video. The claim is for the entire video and completely false. Internet Anarchist posted a similar message on his Twitter account, but TechLead further retaliated by taking down the post, stating it contained private information. TechLead also reported and locked Internet Anarchist's Twitter page, preventing him from reaching Team YouTube. It's clear that TechLead was doing everything in his power to not only silence Internet Anarchist, but also destroy him. TechLead celebrated his unjust victory over silencing Internet Anarchist by posting this video, discussing his new disdain for what he calls the scam tuber industry.
I didn't want to make a video about this, but it's time to talk about the scam tuber epidemic. And the scam tuber is essentially this new genre of YouTubers who just go around exposing everybody they can, really creating negative content, calling people out, calling people scammers, exposing them, the dark truth about the TechLead or whatever it is.
Throughout the video, TechLead went on an unhinged rant about these scam tubers, claiming they are purposely bringing more hate into the world, while also claiming they're only interested in gaining online viewership. TechLead also claimed that these scam tubers aren't real journalists.
But essentially what happened was, within just the past month or so, I noticed two random, totally separate channels start making hate content about the TechLead. Oh, exposing the TechLead, the dark truth about TechLead, this and that. And I take a look at their channels, it's all expose content. They're just trashing other big YouTubers. And this is really in the wake of a field pioneered by CopyZilla. But the thing to understand about these scam tubers is they're not journalists, right? They have no desire to seek the truth. A real journalist would confirm their sources. They would conduct their own interviews and seek what the truth is and have a full story for you.
The two channels he's most likely referring to could be this one and Internet Anarchist. However, TechLead would also ironically begin to read YouTube's definition of fair use to explain why my and Internet Anarchist video do not fall under fair use.
And this takes me to the second thing I want to address, which is copyright. I set up the stage, the costume design, the character. The persona that I've created is my intellectual property under my copyright, and other people are just going around taking this stuff and just using it for commercial monetary purposes, and they get sponsors for this stuff, and it tends to not be under fair use, in my personal opinion. But we can see here, the 4 factors of fair use on YouTube indicate that the purpose and character of the use is for non-commercial, non-profit educational purposes. With the expose videos being monetized under AdSense and being sponsored, I mean, obviously there's monetary motive behind this. I would classify that as a commercial work. Number 2, the nature of the copyrighted work should be factual and not fictional. So are these people going out into the real world and conducting real world interviews? Are they doing real journalism, going to public spaces, capturing their own footage? Or are they just going to these internet personas? And arguably, a lot of these internet personas, these YouTubers, are not really real people.
In this misunderstanding of copyright law, TechLead admits something that will potentially throw out his entire case.
I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me.
What TechLead failed to realize is that it is not legal to file a copyright takedown for a video critical of him. TechLead also claims that his persona is all in act. So with that in mind, let's take a look at what he does next. TechLead went over Internet Anarchist's initial Twitter post, accusing him of being a CoffeeZilla clone, having zero integrity, and stating that he needs to gain licensing before using any of TechLead's footage.
And so I personally wanted to respond to Internet Anarchist. He's just another version of CoffeeZilla, riding on CoffeeZilla's coattails, who pioneered this idea of this entertainer who pretends to be some internet detective, although none of it is actual real internet journalism. But he says that in his monetized sponsored video featuring my content, that I did a false copyright strike by submitting some form. And the truth is, I did not just submit a form. I would appreciate other YouTubers to have the integrity that if they would like to use my images and video for their commercial gain, then to get a license for it. And so what I did was submit a form claiming that I should own the copyrights of the images and audio used in this commercial footage, this commercial clip, right?
TechLead then claims that if you want to do any sort of business in the world, it means you're also accepting the possibility of being doxxed.
And so welcome to the world of business where people are afraid that they're going to be doxxed. Well, if you're going to come into business and do business in this world, yes, you're going to be doxxed. You better have an identity. I mean, this is just business, folks. It's not like you can say you don't want to be doxxed, but you want to sell hot dogs and then somebody gets sick. Or you want to publish a news publication and defame everybody and call everybody scammers and say you don't want to be doxxed. Well, that's illegal to do that.
TechLead went on to further explain why he files the copyright claims from wanting to know who the person is.
One of the main reasons I will actually copyright strike a video though is I want to know who's behind the video, right? I want to know who these people are.
To stating that the video essays creators make on him are possibly a threat to his safety.
What if it's somebody I even know in real life? Oftentimes these haters are people who know you very well, actually. I mean, this could be a real physical threat to me.
The most unhinged part of the entire video was claiming anyone who made videos critical of him is committing defamation and will have serious consequences.
And so when you do business in this world with real business consequences, there is accountability. Right? Expect to be held accountable. You can't just go around saying you don't want to be doxxed and just go around making death threats to people, defaming people, grabbing content. I mean, stop hiding. Stop hiding behind a fake name and a fake photo, unwilling to stand up and be accountable for the things you say online. Right? What a coward. Have some accountability out here. Grow up.
The video received comments such as, "Found you through Internet Anarchist, regretting that decision now," with TechLead replying, "That guy is poor, choose rich," as well as, "So you deleted someone's entire video?" and TechLead also replying, "Yes, and I'll do it again too." Although the only thing TechLead would soon be deleting is the original video. Following this, Internet Anarchist took to Twitter stating, "We won." TechLead has deleted his video admitting that he's using YouTube copyright system to attempt to dox me. "YouTube has brought my video back this morning. Thank you to everyone who helped raise awareness or offered their assistance. However, I want to take this time to make something clear to TechLead and to everyone watching. To everyone who watches my videos, 1. I do not condone any harassment of any creator, person, or legal entity. 2. I am not a journalist. I try my best to vet my sources and seek the truth. That does not mean I can't make mistakes. 3. This video should not be used as a primary source of information. The views expressed in this video are my personal opinions and in no way should be taken as a statement of fact." And to TechLead, 1. Your attempt to silence me and others has only further ruined your reputation. and made others more aware of the current situation. 2. You are solely responsible for the damage you've done to your reputation, far more than any critical video ever could. 3. I do hope that you will take this as an opportunity to reflect on your opinions and actions as a millionaire.